In this video, we will discuss the sum of given n numbers using arrays in RAPTOR. I am Dr. P.V. Sena from CBIT. So the basic symbols used in this video is including input-output symbol and processing. So we are using a looping statement to read these array values and to find the sum of the given array values. So idea behind the sum of given n numbers, in order to develop any program, first of all, you need to think about what is your input, what is your output, and what is your idea or logic part behind it. So input is I am reading n values. Suppose my n value is 6. So the number of elements. So what are that elements means 66, 77, 88, 99, 98, and 100. So at the end of this program, I need to get the sum of these numbers. So the sum of these numbers becomes to 528. So the logic behind it is I am taking the index array. A is an array with name A, and the indexes are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Already I told that the RAPTOR index is starting with 1, not with 0. So I is a variable which is pointing to this index values, and a of I will represent the value at ith locations. So the values are 66, 77, 88, 99, 98, 100. So these are the values. Assume that values are stored in that array. Storing the values in array. So array, already you know, it is a contiguous memory locations which we are storing a similar data types or homogeneous data. So an array is a similar collection of similar values, similar data types. So the index or subscript which is starts with the 1 in case of a RAPTOR. Here the index is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So these indexes are represented with the variable I. Always the variable I and j will represent the indexes, and a of I comma a of j will represent values in that memory locations. Assume that a is an array name. So the following figure shows it is a representation of the given array with indexes and values. So the algorithm for the sum of given n numbers using arrays, first of all, we need to start our algorithm. So read n value, the number of values, and declare an array, a array of n of size n. So a array of n with size n, a square brackets, in square brackets, you need to declare array values always. Initialize the variable sum which is initialized to 0. Again, you need to take one more variable. So I, which is starting with 1, always this I will represent the index. So checking the conditions, if I greater than n, if this condition is false only, in case of RAPTOR it is repeated. In programming language, condition is true only, then it is repeated. So this is the major change you need to make observation. So the loop controls the number of elements in the array. So read the value in a of ith location. So once you read the number, and you need to store these values in a of ith location. After reading this value, then you need to go for the evaluation. Sum is equal to sum initially 0 plus value at a of ith location. Then you need to increment I value. I becomes to I plus 1. Repeat from step 5 until the condition from step 5 to this. Repeat from step 5 to this here until the condition becomes to true in case of RAPTOR only. In programming language, until the condition becomes to false, you need to repeat the steps. In RAPTOR, you need to repeat until the condition becomes to true only. So after this one, we need to end the for loop. So display the value of some variable at the end of this program. Then you need to display whatever the values which are storing in the sum variable. So next is end of algorithm. So this is the algorithm or procedure where we need to read n value and find the sum of the given n numbers using arrays. So this is my flowchart representation. The beauty of this flowchart is even this ChatGPT or Gemini, any AI tools are unable to generate these diagrams, this flowchart representation. Even though they are able to give the code or algorithm, but they are unable to give the this diagrams. So I'm starting with this one and next reading n value by using this input parallelogram. Next I is a variable which is initialized to 1. In case of Raptor, the index is starting with 1 only. Initially, I'm using a sum variable which is initialized to 0. Then I'm displaying some prompt or labeling the array numbers are. Here the array numbers will be taken like this. N value is 6. So 66, 77, 88, 99, 98, 100. So these are my array values. So my intention is I need to find the sum of these values. 528. For that purpose, I'm entering into this loop. I is greater than n. So 1 is greater than 6. The condition is false. Then I'm reading this number. The number is stored in A of 1th location. After that one, I'm placing some value to display what are that values. Then sum is equal to sum plus A of I. Initially sum is 0. A of 1th location, the value will be added the variable sum. Then I'm incrementing the I value. I becomes to I plus 1. So this loop is repeated until all the 6 numbers are completed. At the end of this one, I am displaying the value of the sum variable. So this is the basic flowchart. Even any modern AI tools like ChatGPT and Gemini, they are unable to produce this flowchart. There is no chance to copying from the sources. So once you did this one, you can try this problem. Find the biggest element in the given list of element. Assume that the given list of element is the previous one. In that, what is the biggest element? So similarly, find the smallest element in the given list of elements. Once you did it, then you need to find second biggest, second smallest, similar to that one. So search the given element is present in the list or not. So sort the given list of elements. Thank you, children. Thank you for listening.